بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. We see many of the students of knowledge and many of the people that's wanting to tread the path of طالب العلم that they say, can you give us a برنامج يوميا لطالب العلم? And I'm not saying that they ask me specifically, rather it's هذا السؤال سئل. This question is asked to the mashayikh, it's asked to the students of knowledge, it's asked to بكثرة, it's asked frequently. And the problem with the answer is that يختلف بحسب الشخص, is that it changes and it depends on the person. For instance, you won't give the same answer to a barnamij, a schedule for a person. It's not the same for a person who has no children or a person who has 10 children. A person that isn't married or a person that is married. A person that has a full-time job or the person that has no job and they're able to seek knowledge all day. So you find the issue with many of these answers is that it gets very specific, and a person might not be munasib. That's not suitable for their situation. Maybe they only have 5 hours a day because they have many children. Or maybe there's a brother, he has a wife with 2 wives. Or maybe there's a sister that's married. Or maybe there's a sister that doesn't have any children, is not married, and she has all the free time in the world. So it's very difficult to give a specific answer. So rather what's best to do is to give a general answer. A general answer. And the general answer is this. If a person has these 5 things in their day, these 5 things in their seeking of knowledge, they will be successful, inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because they are the asas, they are the foundation, and they are the core of anybody seeking of knowledge. Whether you're a beginner or you're from the fuqaha, your day has to comprise of these 5 things. And they are as follows. Qira'a amma, general reading of the qasas al-anbiya, qasas al-ulama, qasas al-salaf al-salih, just general reading, general fawaid, hayat for talib al-ilm, رحلة في طالب العلم, books like this, how to seek knowledge, akhlaq طالب العلم, things like this. And then you have your hifz, and that your memorization, and that could be memorization of the Quran, and it should be the memorization of the Quran until you finish it. And other than that, from the mutun, from the ahadith, the mutun of the books of aqidah, the mandumat, the poems like Bayquniya, these mutun that should be memorized, and also al-muraja'a, and to review things that you memorize, review the memorization that you memorize, to review the mutun that you have memorized, and then your dhikr. And the dhikr, we mean 2 things. We mean your specific dhikr after the dhikr, the sabah wa masa, the dhikr after salat al-fajr and after salat al-asr, and your general dhikr, your general istighfar, your general just walking in the street saying astaghfirullah, your general just sitting on your couch for 20 minutes, 30 minutes and saying la ilaha illallah, subhanallah, alhamdulillah, just your general dhikr, to keep your tongue moist with the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As the man came to the messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he says, inna shara'a al-islam qad katharat alay, indeed the things in Islam, there are so many for me to do, it's difficult for me to do. And the Prophet said to him, la yazal lisanuka ratban bi dhikrillah, don't allow your tongue to cease with the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then the 5th and the final thing is your ibadah. And your ibadah, we don't specifically mean just your salah. Of course, the one that's seeking knowledge, he has to be on his salawat, he has to be on his 5 daily prayers, he has to be on the sunan, he has to be on these things. But we mean anything that's ibadah, because al-ibadah ism jami' li kulli ma yuhibbu Allahu wa yarda. That the word ibadah, the word it is a comprehensive term for everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves and that He's pleased with. So we don't specifically mean just your prayer. Yes, of course your prayer, but other than your prayer, aiding the giving sadaqah, going to visit relatives, helping your brothers and your sisters, smiling in the face of your brother. All these things that go under ibadah. So you find that we didn't mention specific things. Read this particular sharh by this sheikh, do it after Fajr for 37 minutes, and then sleep for 19 minutes, and then eat breakfast, but only 1 cup of tea and 2 things of bread. And no. You learn your own schedule ba'deen. After you tread this path and you have these 5 main qualities, then inshallah you can make it specific to your exact needs. But everybody's day, whether you're a beginner or you're an expert, has to and it must have these 5 qualities: qira'a amma, general reading; hifz, memorization; maraja', review; dhikr, remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala; and ibadah, and the ibadah. So as long as you have these 5 characteristics, no matter what you're studying or what level you're on, inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you'll find success. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He gives us tawfiq in seeking of knowledge, and that He allows us to be from the mukhlasin, and that He allows us to be from the people of knowledge, and that from the people who benefit ourselves and our family, and that have the ability to benefit others from the creation. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for that and much more. Wallahu a'lam. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.